Today your life has become a struggle because this life has been a battlefield. The day you are born and the day till you'll die, there will be a constant conflict in your life. Today you are struggling in your life, in your career, in your relationship. You are struggling with your health, and there are many aspects of the life that is affecting inside you. You are struggling with your stress, anxiety. You are struggling with actually the world around you, the noise of the world that is actually giving you constant stress and anxiety. You have lost your purpose, you have lost your soul, you have lost true connection that actually lies within you. Today you are actually living a life like a robot in automation. Things are actually not stable around the world as we see. There is a constant war going around in the Middle East. There is a war, there is inflation, there is a job crisis. AI is actually doing the disruption. There is a stress in the family, relationship, and you have no peace. And there's only one book that can actually help you recollect with your true self. And that's what I'm talking about. It's why you should read Bhagavad Gita. Because this is a book of warrior. It was recited by the Lord Krishna in the battlefield of Mahabharata to the warrior Arjuna. He was facing the greatest resistance of his life. The enemies were standing in front of him, but fear took over him. And he was actually not ready to fight and he gave up the weapon. Today, the battlefield is not in Kurukshetra. It's actually happening all around us. But there is also a constant battle that is happening inside us. We are actually fighting two battles, a battle that is happening around the world around us, and there is a constant battle that is happening inside us. So each one of us are actually a warrior like Arjuna, and even in today in 2026, we are actually fighting endless battle. Sometimes we are winning, sometimes we are failing, and this battle is constantly going on. But today we all are actually suffering because we have actually forgotten the timeless classic, the secret that Lord Krishna actually left for all of us. And we don't have time to actually read, understand, and apply it. So, in this video, I'm actually going to tell you why Bhagavad Gita can actually change your life, and it is so relevant in today's life, and it's going to help you. In this video, first you will actually know that how to overcome your fear and resistance. Now, second, you need to understand that there is a battle, there is a war going all around us. And third, you will know about that there is a battle going inside us. So you should know who is the hidden enemy inside you. Finally, the fourth most important question about life is, who am I? What is the true purpose of life? What exactly I'm born to do? And through Bhagavad Gita, I'm actually going to try to explain to you in a short way that why Bhagavad Gita is important. Now, in the battlefield of Mahabharata, Arjuna was actually facing his enemies. His enemies were his friends, relatives, his guru, his teachers. But today, the battlefield is not on the Kurukshetra, it's actually all around us in our life, in our daily life. The day you wake up, you start actually your battle with your health, your mood, your emotion, stress, anxiety. Then there's a battle of your career. There is a constant battle and conflict in the families, and if you don't have control over your mind, your emotion, you will actually going to lose this battle every single day. So it's very important to understand the enemy, understand the battle, understand the challenge, and how you should win those battles. And that's why Bhagavad Gita is so relevant. So the biggest challenge in your life will come in many forms. It may come as a student, it may come as an exam, it may also come as a stress anxiety of a career. As a youth after graduation, you have stress and anxiety to actually enter the world, and then there is a stress anxiety to have a stable life, a good foundation life. Then there is a battle to have a good health, because health is also one of the most important battle, because without a great body you cannot have a great mind, and without the great mind you will never have a stable life. And then there is a constant inner battle, the constant notification of smartphone, mobile phones, the constant scrolling Instagram, YouTube, social media. most of us actually spend more most of us actually spend 2 to 3 hours on social media. So this is actually disconnecting us from the real world and giving us more stress and anxiety. We are disconnected from the real world. We are disconnected from our family and friends. We have stopped reading books, and we keep actually scrolling a smartphone, watching Netflix movies, living a virtual reality world, ignoring the not only the physical reality, but also we are also trying to escape the true reality of who we are and what is the true meaning of life. So Bhagavad Gita actually teaches you first to actually face your enemy. But to actually face the enemy, you have to overcome the greatest resistance. We actually face a lot of challenges in life, and it is the resistance that actually is the biggest enemy. Bigger the enemy, the bigger will be the resistance. Like you want to write a book but you are not writing it, you want to lose weight but you are not exercising, you want to shoot a video, you are not shooting a video, you want to pursue a career but you are not taking action because you are facing a great resistance. There is a great fear that is rising in your mind, and like Arjuna, you are actually giving up your weapon and you have refused to fight. This is happening in every moment of our life. Sometimes we don't understand this pattern, but it's happening in our life. First, when you understand what is the challenge and what is the battle, then you have to overcome your greatest resistance and your greatest fear. And most of the resistance of fear is actually happening in our mind. You know what you have to do, but still you are not doing it because there is a great resistance. And the resistance can be overcome only by taking action. You keep on collecting more information, more knowledge, you are actually making more strategy to actually pursue your goal, but you don't do it because you want a certainty in your life before you take action. That's why most of the people don't actually change their career and keep suffocating in the same job, same career. They know that if they follow what their heart is saying, maybe their life can change. They may feel more happy in a life, they may feel more fulfilled in life. But the greatest resistance and fear take control of their mind. It's very important that you actually take small actions. Don't actually get influenced by people around you. You may have a big dream. You may actually dream bigger than your family, your parents, and that's what make you different. But if you keep on actually comparing yourself with people around you, you will continue to face fear and resistance. Sometimes the environment, friends, family, they also become a biggest enemy because you are trying to break the pattern. You are trying to do something that no one in your family history has done, and people don't like someone who is a warrior, someone who is actually who wants to be independent, someone who's think about freedom, someone who does not stays in line. That's what most of our parents say, that you go to school, get a degree, get a job, and then live a stable life, get married, have kids by 30. That's actually most of the people in the world actually do. When you try to break that pattern, that's when people around you are actually going to be rebellious and they're going to revolt and they're going to stop you. Sometimes people stop you, and sometimes it is a fear in your mind and the resistance inside you that actually stop you from taking those actions. It's what Bhagavad Gita actually teaches, to actually overcome your fear and resistance. That's the number one thing before you actually enter the battlefield, because fear and resistance is actually the number one enemy of any person who actually wants to dream big in life, who actually is thinking to change his life. So start taking small action. Don't let environment and world around you affect your mind. Don't let the doubt and fear enter your head. Have faith in yourself and have faith in God. It's very important. Once you actually become fearless and actually overcome the resistance by taking small action, that's when you enter the battlefield. I've already talked about two battlefields that you are going to fight. There's a battle, or there's a war that's happening around you, the battle, and there's a battle, a war that is happening inside you. The battle around you are actually comes as a education, as a career, as a relationship and family. And then there's a battle inside you where you have to actually learn to control your mind. You have to be you have to find inner peace. You have to be in control of your mood and emotions, because your mood and emotions actually affect your mind and thoughts. You want to do something, but if you are not in good mood, you may not take action. That's why Krishna in Bhagavad Gita actually talks about three kinds of guna: sattva, rajas, and tamas. In a modern way, it actually means clarity mindset, positive mindset, active mindset, and finally the lazy mindset. So that's why it's called sattva, rajas, and tamas. So Krishna actually teaches you to overcome all the three states of gunas, the state of emotions. It's very important to actually win the battle of emotions. Then a warrior has to also learn to control his mind. The mind is your best friend, and your mind is also your biggest enemy. And if you have no control over your mind, you have no control over your body, because where the mind goes, body goes in that direction. So if you think that today I'll not exercise and spend time scrolling mobile, then you will sit, your body will become lazy and you will sit in your sofa in your bed and spend 3 4 hours spending time on smartphone. But if your mind says that no, I am going to actually stand up and do exercise even for 10 minutes, then that's when actually body becomes ready. Body listens to the message. A body listens to the command of the mind. The body begins to obey the mind because the mind is the king and the body is the slave. It always listens to what mind says. So that's why Krishna in Gita actually teaches you to have a control over your mind, have a control over your emotion. You have to rise above the moods and emotions. It also teaches you to always be in the state of happiness. Sometimes life will actually hit you with a lot of challenges. People around will die, you will lose job, and that's when you become unhappy and you lose hope. And that's what Krishna in Gita teaches, that these happiness and sorrow are actually temporary. They come and go. You should always have a stable mindset. That's why it's very important as a warrior, when challenges and problems hit your life, you should be always calm and steady. You can always be calm and a peaceful person when life is going stable. But a true warrior is always calm, even if there is happiness in life or if trouble hits his life. So, in all the work, in all the areas of life, in all moments of life, a warrior should always have a calm mindset. So, once actually you learn to understand, to win the battle around yourself and to win the battle inside you, Gita teaches you to have take control of your body, because body is a vehicle, body is a chariot. You are a soul, a warrior. Just like a warrior rides a chariot, this body is actually your chariot and you are a warrior, a soul residing in this body. But if a body is not fit, you cannot win the battle of life. That's why Krishna actually teaches about sattvic, rajasic and tamasic diet, how the food actually affects your body and mind. So now once you have actually understood the battle around you, the battle inside you and the battle of health, now Bhagavad Gita actually teaches you the battle of existence. You need to understand that this life is an illusion. This world is a Maya created by God. And we should not be too attached to this life. We should know that we are a soul. The true purpose of soul is expansion of human consciousness. The true purpose of actually life is to liberate your soul. It's very important to understand that this life on earth is actually a battlefield of karma. You have to, the soul is born in a human body, a human vehicle. The body is your chariot, where a soul has to fight all the battles and burn all his karma to ultimately be free. And unless you don't know who you are, this battle is not going to end. You'll keep on actually, according to law of reincarnation, you will born in new body and you have to burn all your karma, and this will continue until actually your soul desires to be free. So that's why it's very important that you have a guru in your life. Sometimes books become your guru, but sometimes God sends a real guru to manifest in your life. For Arjuna, it was Krishna who was a true guru in the battlefield, who guided him in the battlefield when he refused to fight. So that's why Bhagavad Gita actually teaches to know who you are. Know that you are a warrior, you are a true soul, and you are born in this body with a purpose to know your soul, to be free. That is the true purpose of life. Understand this life, understand this universe. Everything around you, the world around you, are all interconnected. Nothing is separate. And the whole purpose of life is to move from diversity towards unity. It can only happen when there is a total surrender. Just as actually when Krishna manifested his true form. And that's why it's very important that you surrender not only to the divine God but also to this life. It's only when you surrender there is a sense of devotion towards this universe, towards God. That's when actually the divine power, the divine universe reveals his truth. That's why when Arjuna actually surrendered to Krishna, that's when in chapter 9, 10, and 11, Krishna revealed or manifested his true form. So it's very important that you actually surrender. Surrender to your Guru, surrender to God, surrender to this divine creation, surrender to this universe. It's only by surrendering that devotion will come. That's when actually God, Guru will actually manifest in your life and will guide you. Sometimes it will guide you through books, sometimes the Guru will manifest in front of you. So that's all is about Gita. It's actually a book of warrior that trains you to fight the battle of life, the battle around you and the battle inside you, the battle of existence and the battle of surrender. When actually you learn those secrets and apply on this life, only and only then you will actually evolve, transform, and become a true warrior. Because you need to understand that this life, this universe runs on a law and a system. It's only when we don't understand life, we don't understand the laws, that suffering begins in our life. When you actually don't understand what is the true purpose in life, you make bad career choices that can also lead to unhappiness. So it's very important to understand life and life around you. The whole universe is actually revealing itself, but you are not ready, you are not still and calm, you don't have patience to sit and understand. And that's why you should read Gita every day, one verse, understand it, apply in your life. It's very important that you actually reconnect with yourself, and that's when, with preparation and with right guidance, you will become a warrior and you will learn to rise above the life. And then challenges of the life, the chaos of the world will not affect you. You will live in this world, you will never be affected by it. Now there is no Himalaya, there is no mountains that you can go and get enlightenment. Now there is no forest left. This world, this physical reality is the forest. This is the Himalaya. You have to learn to live in this world and fight the battle, and you have to learn to rise above it. That is the secret. If you understand this, then you will become a true warrior. That is the secret of Gita. So that's what I wanted to say. Each one of you should actually buy this book. It's also available free online, and you should read it because you are a warrior. There is nothing that can stop you. There is a hidden power inside you. Your soul is far more powerful than you think. There are infinite possibilities inside you. You don't know who you are because you are not connected with yourself, with your true self, your soul. So it's very important that now you understand those secrets by reading Bhagavad Gita. That's why Krishna actually ends Bhagavad Gita by asking Arjuna, now that I have revealed the secret, so Arjuna, what are you going to do now? So that's what I am asking you a question. So now that I have told you what's inside Gita, I want you to read Gita, understand it, apply it in your life, and unleash your hidden greatness, hidden power that lies inside you. Don't let the world, society, condition, and environment around you demean you. Don't let the world around you to think small. If you think that you can fly, then take risk and fly because you were born to be a fearless soul. So that's what I wanted to say. If you liked the video, do like and subscribe and comment below if you want to share the battles you are fighting in your life, and let me know what are the challenges you are actually facing in life. Thank you.